Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks.
Well, good morning everybody, and welcome to the Duck Adventure for November the 6th. This is my wake-up call today, and it's 4:25. But really in duck land it's 5:25, but us crazy humans turn the clock back. It's a beautiful night again. Well, it's a beautiful morning. It's not cold, so the ducks have been doing this basically all night, but they just cranked her up here. Let's do a little hello and we'll get them going here. Hello! Hello, ducks! Hello! Well, it's time to get up. Well, I'm getting up a half hour earlier than I should, but the ducks want me up. Alright, Doug doesn't want to come downstairs. 4:30 is too early for him. What a dog. Oh, morning itch. I never can figure this out, you know, how he can sleep all night, not move, but as soon as he wakes up, he's itchy. What a baby you are. Go back to sleep, Doug. Oh, he's got an itch. Another itch. Oh, he's coming down. Amazing. Oh, no. It's early, isn't it, Doug? Well, you can blame the ducks for that.
Good morning, everybody, and what a beautiful morning. I'm at, all the Brant geese are still here. Look at this. I don't believe it. This is like, what, day 6? And they don't stop eating. That's all they do all day is eat. All the duckies are coming up here. All right, guys. So they woke me up early today, which actually was a good thing because I've got a lot of things done. It's about 6:45 right now. I'm going to, I got technical difficulties today. My pivot heads died yesterday, and after screwing with them all, you know, for about a good hour yesterday, and actually calling Pivot Head in Colorado and talking to them, what a company. Anyways, their answer to it, buy another set. You know, I'm like, for all the advertising I give them here on the show, and you know, using them, and you know, it's just like unbelievable. I just couldn't believe it. They're, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I sent them an email to everybody I know at Pivot Head. I've got about 4 email addresses of people that work there. Stated my case on how I think they should give me a pair, you know, for the amount of promotion I do for them here, and how I bought my first pair, and how I gave away a pair which I bought, and you know, we'll see what they say. But I got a hunch they seem to be a pretty uptight company that way. But we'll see. You know, maybe tomorrow I'll be doing a video and I'll be putting all the email links below, and you guys can send a barrage of emails off to them, let them know how they're dropping the ball here. But you know, I did apply for a GoPro sponsorship though, to get a camera and a head set from GoPro. So we'll see how that goes. They've got a pretty automated system. There's no way of contacting them via email. They've insulated themselves from the world pretty good actually. But I set that off to the yesterday. Typing with one hand and one finger on this hand. It's like frustrating as hell. But anyways, I'm gonna go do the morning recon. I'm gonna go down to the lake and check for the otters, and we'll get the morning rush happening here. Like I said, pivot heads are down, so filming is going to be really sparse. And yesterday I didn't know nothing. Yesterday's episode is really short because I worked all day in my garden. My buddy came over and he really helped me out big time. We got all the poles pulled, and actually we got all the poles pulled, everything pulled last night. And when the ducks came home last night, it was a little too dark to film. Plus I had to drive my buddy back home. The ducks found the garden and they were in there just going crazy. It was actually quite funny. He couldn't believe how fast the ducks found the garden was open, and he couldn't believe how loud they were. And there was only maybe about 60 ducks were in there, and they were unbelievably loud, the quacking and the little smacking they do with their bills. And I said, Jeff, you got to hear when there's 600 doing it. It's pretty loud. So Look at them. They're all waiting for me. All right, I'm going to go and do the recon here and get this happening so you guys can get the morning rush for you. Yes, look at them. They're all coming to the gate. I'll be right back, ducks. I got to go do a recon. All right, guys, they're quick. Well, then again, I'm Gimp, so I bet you this is one view you didn't expect to see anymore this year. I just couldn't resist it. It's so nice out. Like, it's 5 degrees Celsius right now. It never went, I checked the digital thermometer. It never went below 3.5 last night, so I knew that there was going to be no frost down here. And I was right when I came down to do the recon here to make sure the otters weren't waiting. There was, the actual ramp was actually dry. It didn't even rain last night like it was supposed to here. But they came down really fast. I still got the 22 on my shoulder. I brought it down just in case the otters make an appearance. Well, I'm overheating now. Oh man, I'm hot actually. I'm gonna take my hat off here. Whew. Sorry about this, guys. The bad camera here, but I've got to unzip my coat. Holy moly's. There's no breeze or nothing this morning. It's gorgeous. The lake's like glass. And actually, because I'm out here, the ducks might come right out in the water. Actually, this might be the morning I'm going to pop off an otter. And unfortunately, you know, the pivot heads aren't working, so I'm going to pop it off and give you an after shot. Look at this. Is this awesome? What a beautiful morning. Now, it is supposed to rain, so I'm taking a chance here. They said that the rain was going to start any time this morning. Look at that for a mess of ducks coming down the creek. That's an awesome sight. So there was no sign of the otters when I came down here. When I let the explosion off in the swamp, there was nothing. There's got to be a Muscovy flying soon. Oh man, holding this camera with the left hand is just not working here. I keep moving in the wrong direction. Oh no, I just felt a raindrop. Please hold off. Okay, we gotta get a Muscovy flying soon here. It would be so cool if we could catch like 3 or 4 of them coming down at once and get a good flyby shot. Come on, Muscovy. Okay, this is crazy that they're not, they must be waiting right to the last minute to fly down. Oh, here comes one. Oh, that was fast actually. And because I'm using my thumb for the zoom instead of my finger, I actually pushed the button the wrong way. Oh, damn. Alright, there's got to be more. on, Muscovies. I know you're there. I've got to wash the pen out today because, you know, the dirty weather arrives tomorrow. They're actually calling Friday night -10. So I've got to get the pen cleaned out today. I got to give it a wash out because once it freezes up, it's much harder to clean. So, and I know that we've got at least another. Oh, here goes Muscovy. Oh, that was short. We've got at least another 10 days. I've got to hang on here, and I've got to do a feed run tomorrow because I've got enough food for today and tomorrow. So I got to get Saturdays, the next 10 days after that, worth of feed picked up. All right, the Scopies are ripping us off here today. Come on, Muscovy. I know what's going to happen. As soon as I turn away and start filming everybody else, the Muscovy is going to fly down for us. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stragglers. Oh, they must have been playing in the mud. Mud stragglers. Lots of courting action going on. There's lots of actually interracial sex. It's they're doing everybody here. All right, the Muscovies ripped us off here today. Doing all this, you know, all this work to get out here for them this morning, and yeah, I see some more stragglers. All right, guys, I got the 22 on my shoulder here, so I never got it off in time. I want to lay it out just in case we get an otter visitor. I got to be ready for it here because I've got my mid off my cast hand so I can use my trigger finger. But just bear with me a second here. All right, I'm back. I'm seriously overdressed here. I can't believe how nice it is. But then again, you know, running, I was running actually pretty stiff because I didn't want to slip and fall. It was still pretty muddy in the bush running through. I didn't want to wipe out. But the ducks are really liking back there. But last year they did the same thing. And I think it's because the water level gets higher that they can go back there. Because they're headed back. If you take a look, see them going back there? There's a bunch of water in the back end there, like a little pond. They seem to be a little more at ease here with me out in the water with them. I don't see any ripples in the water. I don't see anything swimming towards us. Now I know what I'm looking for. I wish it was sunny out though. It just, videos when it's this overcast like this, it just isn't as sharp. They're swimming right up to me here. They're definitely, because you know, when I'm not out here, I've been coming like a run down to the dock after I let them out, and you know, they are not swimming out like this. So me being out here obviously has given them some sense of security. Well, I didn't bring any spare ammo, but I got 12 rounds in the 22, and I've got the old rounds, or the old lead. They're not hollow point, but they're good old ammunition that always fires. I never get misfires out of them. That Remington Yellow Jacket stuff, absolute garbage ammunition. I couldn't believe it, you know, like, and it wasn't because my firing pin wasn't striking the rim of the 22. It was, you know, because I could see the indent quite clear. Like a good solid indent, but the 22 didn't go off. But if my memory serves me right, I've had that problem before with them, and I don't know why I bought them. I guess I forgot. You know, them not working again brought it back to me. And the crazy part, the ammunition that I've got in there right now, you know, in case Mr. Otter shows up, is actually super cheap 22 rounds that I bought like over 25 years ago. I bought like a 5,000 pack box of them, and I've still got maybe about 700 rounds left. And it's really old ammo, but it works all the time. Never jams the gun up. And that was another thing I found with the Remington Yellow Jacket, is they were jamming in the gun. The gun wouldn't eject them. So Mr. Otter is going to be in for a surprise today. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any extra down with me because I was so excited about coming down here in the water. But so it's going to be, I'm going to make sure if I take a shot, it's going to be a perfect shot if I get the opportunity. Okay, now the ducks all went to shore. There's no one out here in the water, but they're not acting freaked out though. I think they've been terrorized out here. I think, you know, probably I'm losing a duck every second day to the otters. Because I can't see an otter, you know, eating that much. The ducks, you know, there's a lot. If they get a good-sized duck, there's a lot of meat on one. Well, I'll put it this way: one duck will feed me for 2 days. So I don't know what a little 10-pound otter needs, you know, how much they need. But they are more scattered this morning on the lake. But minus 10 is going to be interesting, you know, what happens to the lake. I know I got to make sure I got the boat. Sorry about this, guys. I got to make sure I got the boat out of the water. Minus 10, I might actually be coming down here at the water. If the lake's still open, minus 10, and it's only supposed to be minus 10 for one night, and then we're going back to normal temperature, you know, where it's like 7 degrees during the day and, you know, only 0, -1 at night. If that happens, I'm going to have to come down here and break the creek with the aluminum boat. Because I would like to keep them on the lake as long as possible to keep them out of the yard until the epic cull happens here. The ducks that keep disappearing to the back, I'll just show you here. It's just a steady stream of ducks going back there. I wish I could get back there. Unfortunately, the canoe won't go. It's too tight. There's too many tight turns. The kayak is actually the right size, but I'm not going to the kayak with one hand with this cold water, because I know it'll happen. I'll end up in the water. Actually, the temperature's starting to drop. I couldn't see my breath when I came down here this morning. It was that warm, and now I can see my breath. Well, they said it was a chance of rain or snow today, so we might be getting snow. This actually might be the last time on the lake, you know. Hopefully I'm not, hopefully I'm wrong. That thing looks like a goose, or I mean a swan. It doesn't even look like a goose. I forget, somebody commented, they said that, you know, the Chinese bred them with swans to get that look. I'm not sure about that, but he definitely looks like a swan. I don't know if he's a male or a female either. The geese are getting really upset at the ducks. And let's find what's going on here. That noise is usually a goose getting upset. They don't like the ducks mating. It reminds me of Doug. You know, when Doug first got here, and how he didn't like the ducks mating, and he would break it up all the time because, you know, he thought the ducks were getting hurt. Well, the geese are the same way. They break up the ducks mating all the time. And then, you know, they'll turn around and try to mate the ducks. We got some guys that are really far down here. Yeah, they're venturing way down the lake. I wonder, you know, if the otters left. Because that morning, you know, then I caught them here, you know, waiting for the ducks. You know, when I got that one, and I aggressively went after the other two. You know, aggressively, like they knew something was up, because I just kept coming after them. And yeah, maybe they left. But then it doesn't make sense the way the ducks are hanging around in the creek, you know, and the fact that today I'm out here and, you know, I haven't seen them out here on the water like this, you know, since the otters. And I haven't been down here because, you know, I broke my hand, and you know, so it's been like, well, it's been a week actually. Something's causing the ducks to all come back. Okay, they're all leaving the area outside here. Okay, I'm watching to see Yeah, like look at that. They're coming in too. Everybody's left the middle of the water here. Okay, we might have something. I don't see any ripples though. It's like here. I'll keep filming here, but I might have to put the camera down, and I got the 22 ready. My trigger finger's ready. I don't see anything. I'm looking. I'm not watching the viewfinder here, guys. I'm looking around to see if I can see any swimming action or ripples. And I don't see anything. I am going to take a little scoot around the lake with the boat. Just in case I can get a shot off. If I get it within 100 feet of it, it's dead. Because 300 feet is a reach, because an otter's not that big of a target. And way the 22, you could drop off. If it drops off 3 inches on the shot, you'll miss the otter. But at 100 feet, 150 feet, oh, sorry about that, guys. The otter, I can hit him dead on. So if if his head's sticking out of the water, I can put the bullet right through his skull. But something's caused the ducks now to go back to the shore. But I'm rain or not, even if it starts raining, I'm gonna go for a scoot around the lake here, just to see if I can see anything. I'm dressed for the rain, just in case it does rain, so. It's hard, this left-handed camera work, oh man, it's difficult. Because my body says, I'm looking at the viewfinder, my eyes say, move this direction, but my left hand does the opposite what I want. Oh, I feel like an amateur. Okay, look at this. We got a bunch of them over here. This is otter territory. This is actually right there is where the otters are going in and out of the water. I guess that's Ring Around the Rosie. Oh. It would be so nice to get rid of the otters today. Be like a bonus morning on the Duck Adventure. Give you guys the surprise lake rush and get rid of the duck killers all in the same morning. But honestly, this morning I'm so glad the ducks woke me up. Because it was so nice out last night, I actually had my bedroom window open a good foot last night, and they woke me up in the middle of the night. I heard them in the middle of the night, but I managed to put my head back down on the pillow and went to sleep. And but it was like 4:29 or something. They just were going crazy, and actually Doug lifted his head up and he was looking out the window, and he shook the bed because he was laying on top of the bed like he's not supposed to be. But it's pretty hard to stop him when you're asleep. He's figured out as soon as I close my eyes and start snoring, he knows that it's time to jump onto the bed. But it was him that he was looking out the window. I felt the bed moving. And then I heard the ducks and I thought, okay, something was here. And it wasn't. They were just partying. So I said, well, I was going to just get up. What the hell? And I'm glad I did, because I got a lot done this morning. And I saw that when I saw the temperature, I thought, I'm going to give you guys a surprise. I'm starting to get back and starting to get normal here. This hour clock thing, it's like 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh, I'm going to bed 10 after 8. Actually, last night I managed to stay up till 9. But it's just, I hate this turning back the clock. But it is making for nice and quiet down here. Because the morning traffic isn't full bore right now. There's so much courting going on. It's crazy stuff. And they don't care what breed. Everybody's doing everybody. They're not even 7 feet from me. You know, guys, I don't know what it is about ducks in the lake. I love it. I would love to have a couple swans. Just 2. And a lot more geese. Next year, we'll see what we can come up with this winter. I'm going to really put the feelers out, and I got some people in Southern Ontario that I know that are breeders now that I found that I'm going to get in touch with, and I'm going to line up something. I think the Duck Adventure needs a couple swans, and definitely some geese, some more geese, maybe some different breeds. Definitely we need more goose lees, that's for sure. Maybe some African geese. We're going to definitely, we're going to be checking into more diversity for next year. Because I'm not keeping as many Rouens and Pekings for the winter. I figure probably I'm going to keep between them, between the 2 breeds, about 30. And then I got the Muscovies, which I don't know what I'm going to do there. Mo, being the, potential father of these, birds. I don't know. It's just that Mo's children are really nice birds if they are his children, but and for some reason Mo hasn't come down to the lake. I think the only time Mo's been down to the lake so far this year is when I brought him down here and threw him off the dock. That time they were fighting, and then Mo spent 2 days down here, and then got a sort of a chip on his shoulder, and then he came back, and then the other Muscovies were beating on him, and I had to turn his 3 friends, his 3 arch enemies, into burger. Starting to feel raindrops. Just little tiny raindrops, actually. Well, you can tell they haven't been hunted by a predator in a while in the bulrush. Just look at that. That's exactly where the coyote comes out. Well, it used to. male peeking there. He wants to do her. It's just non-stop action here. That right there, Doug hates that sound. She was handed off to another male. What a beautiful morning. I'm so glad I did this. Now it is going to be a trick getting the boat back in the water, on the dock though, I'll tell you that right now. One hand on a slippery dock. It's still pretty slippery with all the duck poop. With running the broom is a trick too, to clean off the dock. Actually, yesterday my buddy, when he was here helping me, I cleaned out bad news, guys. The pigeon's dead. The ducks killed it. I found it dead in the steel shed yesterday when I was putting new straw in there. I was shoveling it out, and I went in and it was in the corner, smashed down into the ground bad. So I guess the ducks pounded on it, and it went into the shed, and it shouldn't have, and I guess the ducks got a little upset, and so I found the pigeon dead yesterday. Oh, and the rain is starting to pick up. I'm going to go as long as I can here. The problem is I got the viewfinder pointing up so I can see, because I'm holding my left hand underneath the camera so I can film. So this, I might have to cut this off here. I might have to cut it off, and I'm going to go for a tour around the lake to see if I can spot any water predators. Oh, look at this. This is a gorgeous female. Actually, it might be a male. It's got a little bit of a curl on its tail. Yeah, I think it's a male. It's got a little curl on the back end. But they really like, I wish I could get back there. My neighbor said that he'd take me down with his quad runner. He'd take me down to that back spot because it is a haul to get down there. I've got to go up the road here about 1 kilometer up the road, and then his laneway is another, half a kilometer long, and then it's a trek through the bush on the, about 300-acre trek to get to that spot, which is just right behind my house. But there's no way to get to it from behind my house with the water. And because I really would like to see what the ducks are doing back there. But going on a quad run with my hand the way it is, he told me I could just take a quad runner down, and he's got 2 of them, and I can't run a quad runner because it's the throttle hand and it's broken. Yeah, the ducks just aren't doing the open water like they were before. The sprinkles on the rain here is just it was just a couple sprinkles and it stopped here. Doug wanted to come out so bad this morning because yesterday I let him out, which was a mistake, because he ran around like a fool, and he got too excited, and he made his shoulder worse, and he spent the whole day inside. He kept looking at me out the window while I was working on the garden. I was sort of like, why am I in here? I think Doug needs the whole winter just basically inside, be a house dog, and you know, get his shoulder back to normal. Give him, if I don't get him back to normal this winter, and he's not, you know, back to, if he's not back to normal by next spring, he's going to be a gimp dog his whole life. Which I seem to have a track record with gimp dogs. I seem to always get my hands on that type of dog. I can't remember a dog that wasn't gimp. They always seem to hurt themselves when I get them, or I get them when they're hurt. I guess I'm just destined for vet bills. That's my calling in life. I'm taking care of ducks and vet bills. Yeah, they're sticking around the edges here. I'm gonna go for a tour, guys, around the lake. I want to see if I can spot these guys if they're on the lake somewhere, because I found them the last time back on the other side of the lake, back over there. So I'm gonna take the boat for a tour, and just to see. The lake's nice and calm right now, and it's a perfect time to catch them swimming if they are swimming. And maybe, you know, maybe we can get rid of an otter this morning. So I'll give you, I'll go to the other side of the lake and I'll give you an update of what's happening. Well, I've gone around the whole lake. Actually, I went around the whole lake really, really slow. The motor running on the lowest speed, actually hoping to be really quiet and just to see if there's anything. And there's not a ripple in the water anywhere down here. And I'm at the far end right now. But I'm down here at this old floating dock, which was built by a guy who used to, oh God, this is about 25 years ago. He used to fly model airplanes and radio-controlled boats down here on the lake, and he built this thing. He actually was trespassing. He had cut across two people's property, and he built this big raft. He actually built a, there's like this 500 or 600 foot long pathway that he built suspended above the bulrushes. I don't know how he did it without anybody noticing him, but he was cutting across everybody's property. Nobody cared back then. You know, those were the days when, you know, you let your neighbors do things like that. Couldn't get away with that, you know, this day and age. They'd be down on you like a sledgehammer. But I'm going to this winter I'm going to take this all apart, this ramp, this dock, and I'm going to just burn the wood down at this end. But I've got to take it all apart because what's happened is it's blown into the bulrushes here, and the bulrushes have grown up through it, so I can't pull it out. If I maybe had a 10-horse gas motor, I could yank on it and I could pull it out of the bulrushes. But I'll come down this winter, I'm going to take it apart and I'll burn the wood. And then there's all these really good styrofoam floats. I'll just show you underneath here. There's it doesn't look like much, but it's real good marine styrofoam. Well, it's 25 years old and it's still floating. So, and that's what I'm going to build next year's duck ramp or duck floating dock. I'm going to build a big floating dock for the ducks. I'm actually going to build it this winter, and like I said, I'm going to salvage the styrofoam. I wish I could pull it out now because it would be so nice to be able to build the whole thing right on the ice and then, you know, let it thaw out. So unfortunately, I don't have a 10-horse motor to yank this out, to get it out in the open, and my hand's screwed. I can't take it apart right now, anyways. But I'll build the dock that I'm going to, or not a dock, but the floating ramp that I'm going to build for the ducks this winter, and then I'll roll it out onto the ramp, floats in the spring. I'll figure out something. But there's my floats, recycled floats, and I'll clean this up at the same time this winter. We'll have a fire to burn it all. So there's not much there. I actually went on there and I got up there with my mommy knees and I said, Matt, get out of here. The wood is just a little too rotten if you look. Like, it's pretty scary stuff, and it's pretty soft too. I was and I stayed on the beams just in case, but then one of the beams went. Actually, that beam right there, it got a little bit of a bend on it, and I said, okay, the beams aren't even good. Let's get out of here. I don't want to go in the water today. But there's nothing down here. The lake's absolute glass. There's not a ripple in the water anywhere. So the only thing I can think of is that across the highway, there's where the beaver dam got busted, and is where the otters are living, and they come over here to feed on my ducks, or they're living on my neighbor's property. But the ducks are they're hiding here. I'll give you a shot. They're not even out in the water. They're all on the shoreline. and a bunch of them in the creek, and they're hiding in the back area there above my neighbor's place back there. But there's not a sign of anything out here. Absolutely nothing. I'm gonna take one more scoot around, and you know, just in case. Maybe the otters have slept in. I mean, maybe they're on the old clock time, and they don't come to feed here till, you know, 8:30. Because right now it's only about 7:45, so still pretty early. I don't see anything. But I'm gonna take another scoot around. Well, I took the boat to the other side there, to my left, and the ducks just freaked out. So they don't want me. There's something going on here. They just don't. They don't want to be approached. And actually, they're barricading themselves here in the creek. I'm just going down the creek to do a test run, just in case I got to break ice. I want to make sure that I've got a you know, clear sailing all the way through. I'm pretty sure they've dredged it pretty good that I can get down there. So I'm just waiting for these ducks to move out of the way so that I can go down the creek. But they're hiding. They're all back in the bush there behind me now. There's not many out here, and there's no sign of the otters. I've gone around the lake twice, sat in the middle of the lake, and there is no sign of any ripples in the water. So I think the ducks are just being cautious and sticking to the outside edge. And but I've got to go and have my breakfast. My gut's just growling big time here, so I've had my caffeine fix, but I need some food. So that was a pretty good morning. I'm really happy. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad the ducks woke me up early today so that I could do this. Because my gut's telling me this was it. This is the last time. I think we're headed for some really cold weather that's going to screw everything right up. But I'm going to do a test run down here and just make sure I can bust the creek. Because I think I'm going to have to take the aluminum boat down here to break the creek open so they can get on the lake. Something tells me tomorrow, if not tomorrow morning, definitely Saturday morning. I want to share this with you guys. I can't believe this. I haven't been out here in a long time, but this is the area of the bulrushes. I'm in the creek right now, and you can see the area that I cut here. Like, look at it. They've just destroyed this area. It's a real grazing area. Lots of duck feces right here too. So I went down the creek. It's a little trickier than I thought, but I think if I bring them down in the morning rush, and I can get them to come down this side of the creek and walk, which they've already, you know, gotten it quite beaten down here, so there shouldn't be a problem getting them to walk. And I can break the ice out here at the mouth of the creek. If I can get this water open tomorrow morning or Saturday morning when it freezes up, we can get them to the lake, as long as the whole lake isn't covered in ice. So, which -10, we might get, you know, a ½ inch of ice on the lake. Who knows? And the little electric motor, because it's just plastic, it's not the best thing to be, you know, go out and breaking big parts of the lake. If it was electric or a gas motor, you know, a little 2-horse gas or something, be a little different story. You know, you could bust up the ice for the ducks, but the little electric, it's just too hard on it. It's hard in the little shaft, but I can't believe how they've just destroyed this area. So, and they've definitely dredged the creek. It's they've got her. It's wide open. So, but they're wondering what I'm doing in here. They're watching me. They're keeping their distance, but they're watching me. So I'm gonna go. I gotta go and wrestle with this boat and get it back up on the dock, and I gotta go have my breakfast. So it was an epic morning rush, I think, considering that we weren't supposed to have any more lake rushes with my gimped hand. Well, there's a group of ducks that stay in the yard every day, and they're last year's females. And I gotta show you this. Now that the garden's open, guess where they are? They're down here rooting in the garden. I gotta dig out the rutabaga. Mo's eating the leaves off the rutabaga right now. Rutabaga and you know, the little bit of beets I have. The parsnips were a complete write-off. My onions were a write-off. It turns out they never even developed. They were supposed to be like 5-6 inch diameter onions. They're not even an inch and a half. They're just pathetic. They're like green onions you buy, you know, little guys. I don't even like the little ones, but just look at them going at it here. I got my big mitt on as my hand got a bit of a chill there on the boat. Try to give you a zoom here. Just look at them. They found some new territory. to gnaw down on. So I'm hoping next week I'm gonna give it a rototill, but I'm gonna let the good ducks go at it here. Probably tonight's horde when they come home, because last night a whole bunch of them found the garden and they were in here rooting around eating stuff. So, and there's lots of things that fell off the plants this year that I never got off. But I gotta dig the rutabaga out today, and like I said, I got about maybe about 6 feet of 7 feet of beets down here that I gotta take out here. It's a pretty bad situation this year in the garden. That's it. But I gave my buddy about the same length of beets yesterday for helping me here, and the parsnips complete right off. They did nothing. Mo, look at the oil on Mo, the yellow. I'll try to give you a good shot here. He's really producing a lot of oil. Mo, you move as slow as molasses in January. I just can't believe I don't understand this duck. He has no interest in the lake. Actually, I think what's happening here is Mo's got a new harem, because these are all females. Every one of these ducks are females, and they're all last year's females because they've all got the plastic rings on their legs. So Mo is servicing all these females because he sticks to them. And his one lonely Muscovy female doesn't want anything to do with Mo, and I honestly think she's going to pass away too. She's really, really, really rough looking. She is not gaining any new feathers whatsoever. So basically this year we've lost all our females, and for some reason Mo, you know, has just come through and he's hung on, and it looks like $1 million bucks. I don't get it. But I gotta go have breakfast. I got a serious hunger going here. I was out in the lake a lot longer than I thought. It's like 9:30. I was out there for almost 2 hours. So, but it was worth it. Awesome getting that footage here that I didn't even expect to get, you know, because I thought for sure with this hand there's no way I could get the boat in the water. But I pulled the boat up onto the dock. Actually, it slides easier on the plywood, so I've got it up on the dock. That way, if I get the opportunity tomorrow, I'll get her out there again. Who knows? See what happens here.